India has been invited by US President Donald Trump to join a proposed Board of Peace for Gaza, a new international body aimed at overseeing governance, redevelopment and long-term stability in the Gaza Strip. The 17th edition of the DOSTI Trilateral maritime drill involving the Indian Coast Guard, Sri Lankan Coast Guard and Maldives National Defence Force has commenced in Maldives. Hindustan Aeronautics Limited has developed an indigenous vapor compression machine to cool the indigenous Virupaksha next generation AESA radar planned for the Super Sukhoi fighter jets. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh inaugurated a fully automated medium-caliber ammunition manufacturing facility at Solar Defence that will produce 30mm ammunition and the guided Pinaka rocket system. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh flagged off the first export batch of guided Pinaka rockets to Armenia under a 2,000 crore rupees defence deal, following last year's delivery of unguided Pinaka rockets that will significantly enhance Armenia's long-range strike capability. Following the Indian Air Force's clearance of Icebreaker stealth air-launched cruise missile, the Indian Navy is now evaluating the 300 km range Icebreaker for its MH-60 Romeo Seahawk helicopters, a move that could significantly enhance the Navy's ship hunting and long-range maritime strike capability from rotary wing platforms. Hindustan Aeronautics has crossed the 16 Tejas Mk1A airframes per year threshold and has continued airframe manufacturing despite engine delays, steadily building the inventory. Once F404 engines arrive, installation and factory testing will take roughly 2 weeks, enabling rapid handover once the delivery gate opens after full certification, which is now nearing completion. This approach by Hindustan Aeronautics protects the entire Indian supplier ecosystem by preventing production stalls that could damage vendors and future aircraft programs, allowing HAL to deliver a large number of Tejas Mk1A aircraft in quick succession. If the $36 billion Rafale deal is structured over a 10-year payment plan, the annual outflow would be approximately $3.6 billion per year, accounting for roughly 35% of the Indian Air Force's annual capital expenditure, and the Air Force would still retain around $6 billion per year for all other capital acquisitions. That is more than sufficient to sustain parallel funding for indigenous programs such as Tejas Mk1A deliveries, Tejas Mk2 development, AMCA engineering, missile and UAV programs and midlife upgrades. The Indian Air Force has committed to at least 120 Tejas Mk2 and 120 AMCA, but the final numbers are expected to be higher, with the combined Tejas Mk2 and AMCA fleet potentially exceeding 400 aircraft once the serial production stabilizes. The Indian Air Force views the Rafale and Su-57 not as rival platforms, but as parallel capability tracks designed to meet different operational requirements. The 114 additional Rafales will urgently rebuild squadron strength, while the 60 Su-57 is being evaluated separately as an interim fifth-generation solution to address the growing qualitative gap created by China's expanding J-20 fleet and Pakistan's upcoming J-35 acquisition. The Su-57 acquisition would be structured around sovereign operational control, weapons integration flexibility, and mission software access, allowing India to adapt the platform to its own doctrine and threat environment. The Franco-German Future Combat Air System program missed the January 2026 deadline to finalize its next development phase, and while officials insist the sixth-generation fighter program is still alive, the delay has prompted Germany to open parallel high-level talks with Sweden's Saab group as a potential fallback option. Reports indicate Airbus and Saab are discussing a joint next-generation fighter based on Sweden's emerging F-series concept, positioning it as a credible alternative if the future combat air system collapses. Germany has now informally approached India's Ministry of Defence to explore potential interest in a future next-generation fighter partnership, as the Saab-led program would face limited order volumes without a major partner like India. Today's top 3 comments.
Omar drops Inaugurated.